Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Derek Branch here of Strike7Sports.com. And today I'm back. Took a little vacation, spent some time with family, out and about and stuff like that. But now I'm back. And, while I was out, didn't make too much videos or didn't try to, put out too much content information. Any written articles come out, it wasn't from me, but from the contributors of the site. But while I was out, a lot of things went down. NFL trades, Julio Jones trade. Typical boxing news, NBA playoffs still going on. But one thing that stuck out to me out of all of them was this news came down about the college football management committee considering going into a 12-team format, 12-team playoff format, and they're gonna meet up on it, and talk about it next week. Well, this upcoming week in Chicago. So, from what I heard, the change won't happen till won't take place until probably 2023, 2024. After those particular years, the change will take place. But for right now, we got the 14 playoff race, and this is an interesting scenario. Interesting, a lot of factors. This is where I've seen a lot of mixed reviews on it. A lot of people happy about it. A lot of people not too big on the idea of having 12 teams in the playoffs. So today I'm just gonna do a quick, pros and cons of it. From you look at it from both sides, and I'm gonna just got an article that came out from ESPN, written by college football senior writer Heather Dinich, who's the SME, the subject matter expert, guru on all issues college football related. Big shouts out to her and Nicole Auerbach out of the Athletic. So I'm just going to read a little quick snippet of the article. The College Football Playoff Management Committee will consider expanding the current 14 field to a 12-team format when it meets in Chicago next week, marking the first step in what could be another historic change for the sports profession. The proposal does not include guarantees for conference champions. Instead, it calls for the bracket to include the six highest ranked conference champions plus the six highest ranked other teams as determined by the CFP's selection committee. There will be no limit on the number of participants from a conference, and no league would qualify automatically. It's cool. This proposal at its heart was created to provide more participation for more players and more schools. CFP Executive Director Bill Hancock said in a nutshell. That is the working group's message. The proposal, which was written by a subcommittee comprised of Big 12 Commissioner Bob Bowlesby, SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey, Notre Dame Athletic Director Jack Swarbrick, and Mountain West Commissioner Greg Thompson, was presented to the entire group of FBS commissioners this Thursday morning. In addition to providing an opportunity to a larger field and increasing participation, Bowlesby was candid about another issue that factored into the willingness to consider expansion: the sting of being left out. We probably underestimated, we being the A5 commissioners, how difficult it was to be on the outside looking in of a 14 playoff. Bowlesby said, "I think that was a factor. There was certainly lots of constant consternation around those of us that were left out at one time or another. So I think that was an element of it." End quote. Alright, so here's the thing, man. I'm going to start off with the pros of this, man. The pros of having 12 teams. It brings more excitement. to the game of college football than it already is. It's already a popular sport around the country, along with the NFL. It's like I would say it's gotten neck and neck with in terms of popularity with the National Football League during those months of the fall going into the winter. Games, there's still going to be that that sense of urgency. Start off the season, going into the middle to latter months of the weeks of the year of the season. And also it gives opportunities for teams such as Memphis, a team that I cover. I've been credentialed to cover before. Memphis, UCF, BYU, who's an independent, um, Coastal Carolina, the Boise States. Who else is out there, man? SMU. Oh, there's a bunch of programs. Cincinnati. It's just so many of those G5 schools, Group of Five schools that have been left out over the years. They'll finally have a chance to participate in a meaningful game, in a game that give them an opportunity to contend for a national championship. And I'm not saying that we're gonna have blowouts. We might have some blowouts, we might not. You know, these things. It could be like a March Madness type of vibe to this. You know, probably get some couple upsets and stuff in a few of these games. And then finally, these schools will finally have the opportunity to participate with the big boys. I think this helps recruiting as well for these schools. And with the new transfer portal rules, that enhances everything. That changes. This is a big game changer now. You can get players that wanted out of that didn't have that felt like they didn't have the opportunity to play at a school like Alabama, Texas, USC. They transfer out and come to UCF, come to Memphis, come to Boise State. So it changes things a lot, and that in regards to that aspect. Also, you have things such as you have potential rematches in among rivalry games. Rivalry, we probably there's a chance we could see Ohio State Michigan again. Depends on how it's set up. We could see Ohio State Michigan again. We could see an Alabama versus Auburn again, another Iron Bowl game. LSU facing Ohio State in one of these games. LSU facing I don't know a Texas. LSU facing Clemson. It's just so many big time matchups that we can see in these games now. So they're saying there's going to be five of the Power Five champions, I believe. The P5 going to have their the Power Five conference is going to have their five conference champions, and the sixth I'm assuming is going to be the sixth champion is going to be one of those Group of Five schools. So that's that. So you probably have a 6 seed could be a AAC school, a Mountain West school. What else? Conference USA school. I think it's the Gulf Coast Conference, I believe. They're one of those schools. The A10 schools. So it's just so many great matches we could possibly see in there. So many different scenarios, so many different outcomes we can see in this going forward. As it just changes a lot in regards to recruiting and with this transfer portal the way it is now, where players can play, guys can come in, transfer, and play it right away without sitting out. That makes things more interesting, more intriguing. You know. However, there is some cons of this thing. I think, in my personal opinion, I just think 12 could be a little too much. And it's interesting that this came out on the timing of this article came out, because the story came out because one of my contributors, shouts out to Brian Beta, he wrote an article titled "6 is the perfect fit to solve the college football playoff issues," and he was just stating how it should be the five Power Five schools and one, and the wild card team that at large would be the Group of Five school with the best record. So it's just funny how that things just these things just get a life of their own and just more stories. Some just builds off of it. So now that they say 6, we don't want 6. A lot of people calling for 8. I say personally it should be 8, 18 playoff. But these guys want 12, man. They're trying to make as much money as they can doing this. 12 teams. And I just know that, and I was hearing about this like a while ago, during when the season was about to close out, they're gonna try to recoup this money, the revenue that was lost last year because of the COVID, situation. And I just think this is one of these measures. And I also think they may feel threatened by this new league you got. There's about 2 to 3 new leagues that are coming out next year. You got the CFL. No, I don't know, but I don't know how strong is the. I was hearing some talk about the CFL and the XFL possibly merging, and the USFL. The USFL is coming back. So, and if these leagues offer some type of salary to where a player can make some money off of his name, generate a nice, income, nice salary, 400,000, 500,000 to play. College football is in trouble. So I mean, with these games, there's a lot of games to be playing, and I think the players should be compensated because of this, man. You're gonna be going, extending the season that long, playing these extra games. The players should be compensated. It's just time that the players should get paid for this, paid for these services, Or if not, you go to one of these other leagues, man. Join go play in the XFL. I hope the merger in the XFL and CFL comes to pass. But I just think that personally, this 12 games could be a little too much. I just think then we may get some games where you got like an Alabama playing, let's say, Navy. Cause this now Navy can put their hands in the hat now. Navy can contend for a national championship now because they are part of the AAC. They're a Group of 5 school. You have a situation where Alabama playing Navy and Alabama just blow them out. They don't even score. They don't even cross the 20-yard line against Alabama's defense. And then you have people complaining. So it's a double-edged sword. You're gonna have people upset because we got 12 teams and we're getting these blowouts, and that could turn some people off. But hey, this comes with the territory. You know what you wanted. You wanted the little guy to have a chance to get in and fight with the big boys. So this could be the results of that. So, but anyways, man, I think me personally, I just think 12 teams is a lot. I just think it should be 8, preferably 8 teams. I don't know what this is solving by having the 12 teams. The big boy is gonna still figure out a way to. Good teams are gonna be a part of this, and I don't think maybe the transfer portal changes the level of competition now with these players now, but who knows, man. I think it should be 8, and I think if you can go this route, they need to start really working on these players getting compensated for their works on the field. That's my personal opinion on it. But anyways, man, I'm good either way. Not my one at risk. These are smart people who's in charge of these type of things, and they know, but the dollar, they know the American dollar. They know people watch these things, especially in the South. In the South, they don't care who it is and come playing football. They're gonna watch, especially in college football. By me personally, I think it should be 8 games, 8 teams, and that's it. 8 teams, Group of 5 school gets the wild card, the best record, and should be allowed to participate. But anyways, man, just let me know how you feel in the description box, in the comment section below. That's all I have for you for right now, man. Just give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel about the situation, but the story. Do you think the 12 teams is too much? Do you think it's enough? Should the players be compensated for these for playing these extra games now? Also, in the description box below, check out strike7sports.com for latest content on the NFL, the NBA, and much more. That's all I have for y'all for right now. Have a blessed day. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back later on today for some Sunday boxing talk. Peace. I'm out.